Hey ho, Eine und willkommen zu Tales of Xillia. Geheimdienstauftrag.
That was quite a sigh. So seriously, you guys are spying for Arjul, right?
What? Of course not.
I've never heard of the Military Powers Act being used against anyone other than Arjul spies.
You're thinking too much into this.
Why are you so concerned about this? Unless you're spying for Rashagal.
No. I was just thinking that if you were spying for Arjul, maybe you could use your connections to score me some high-paying intelligence work.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I assure you I will pay your fee. You just have to wait a little bit longer.
Fair enough. But even with your special friend discount, the interest is piling up.
Okay, cool.
Welcome. 3 rooms, please. But before that, can we get something to eat?
Oh, my apologies, but our cook isn't in yet. Hey, is she okay?
Can we at least use your kitchen?
Yes, please, help yourself. Your friend looks like she's about to pass out.
My stomach, it really is growling. And here I thought that was just a silly human expression.
Hey, not bad.
Not bad. It's good. I quite enjoy ingesting calories with you. Humans should learn to cherish these simple pleasures.
This might be her first time sleeping, too.
And apparently she never ate before today, either. Who in the world is she?
She claims she's Maxwell.
That Maxwell?
Yeah, she's apparently a spirit in physical form.
Well, not just any spirit. The Lord of Spirits. Wielder of the 4 elements, the eldest spirit. Maxwell has many names. And now we add Milla to that list? She's supposed to be the spirit Maxwell? You gotta be kidding me.
Is Maxwell really that mighty?
Of course. That's why this is so hard to swallow. I grew up hearing bedtime stories about Maxwell.
What in the world would a spirit like that be trying to destroy?
Trying to destroy? What are you referring to?
She called it a Spyrix, I think. The device from the laboratory. Maybe I should just ask Milla about it.
I don't know. You have a nasty habit of poking your nose where it doesn't belong. Your accursed curiosity made me a wanted man too, you know. Well, think hard before asking, okay?
Yeah, you're right. Good morning.
Good day, Jude. I was just about to share my plans with Alvin.
What is it?
I'm thinking of returning to Nia Kara.
Is that your hometown?
More accurately, it's where my shrine is. If I go back, I might be able to resummon the Four.
So, she really is Maxwell.
This is where you come in, Jude. Will you accompany me to Neokara?
What?
It's true that you brought your current situation upon yourself, but I bear some of the blame as well. I'll put in a good word for you with the people of Neokara. I'm sure they'll look after you.
Wow, you've put a lot of thought into this.
Yes. Remember when you told me I seemed unconcerned? I decided to take that to heart.
Milla, you don't need to practice your swordplay anymore?
No need to concern yourself with my martial abilities.
Well, if nothing else, you know how to swing the pointy end.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Good. You needn't worry.
A little more practice wouldn't hurt, though.
You think so?
Better safe than sorry. Come find me once you're ready to go.
Wait, you're coming with us, Alvin?
Why not? I've come this far.
Hey, Milla?
Hmm?
Thanks.
Endlich kann ich reden. Ich glaube gar nicht, wie ich mich freue. Erweitern. Habe ich irgendwas, was ein... Mo. Ja. Der Waffenladen. Na gut. An sich brauchen wir nichts. Da steht Irwin. Wir können nicht an ihm vorbei. Gut.
Ready to hit the road?
Jo.
Milla, you said it's north of here?
How far?
Less than half a day's flight time, if we could fly using Sylph's power.
Oh, well, I'm afraid my wings are, you know, non-existent. I hope we can find a place to rest along the way.
The map showed a village in that direction, so we should be okay.
Either way, we can't just stay here. We must press forward.
I know.
Gut. Dann gehen wir mal weiter. Da war gerade ein Hauptgespräch.
Is Milo really that Maxwell? She does act a bit nutty, but she looks normal enough.
I think it's true. When I first met her, Milla had the 4 great spirits with her.
What? Get out of here.
No, seriously. Fire spirit Efreet, water spirit Undine, wind spirit Sylph, and earth spirit Gnome. It was the first time I'd ever seen them in person, but there was no mistaking who they were.
That's a mighty exclusive club. Can't imagine they hang out with a lot of mortal girls.
Yeah.
Ja, und ich dachte mir, außer...
Oops. Gotta straighten my scarf.
You sure do love that thing.
Don't you? It's one of Fismage's finest. Custom made for yours truly.
I don't know much about brands, but it does look good on you.
You gotta be careful about what you wear, kid. It's how the world judges a man.
I'd rather think what's inside is what counts.
Yeah, and this is how what's inside gets projected to the outside.
You don't believe some people shape what's outside in order to conceal the ugliness within?
Well, if you can't see through a false front, isn't that your problem?
So you blame the victims for being deceived.
If that's really what you believe, Alvin, it tells me all I need to know about what's within.
Man, I sure slipped up this time, huh?
Ja, hast du. Ich wollte ein bisschen über ein Thema reden, nämlich welche YouTuber mich so geprägt haben oder wer so mein Lieblings-YouTuber ist. Weil, ja, das Thema ist was ganz Lustiges und ja, reden wir mal kurz über die 4.
Walking sure is grueling.
That's unexpected coming from you.
I'm just used to having Sylph fly me everywhere. The only time I ever really walked was when I used Undine to travel across water.
I see.
Maybe this is your punishment for treating the 4 great spirits like your personal servants?
Servants? They may help out now and then, but they're the ones who pester me. They're like a bunch of bickering in-laws that never go home.
Did you just call the 4?
Bickering in-laws?
Dieses Gesicht von Milla. Bisschen dumm. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir kommen voran. Ich mach dich fertig. Ey, nee, was willst du? Wildgras haben. Ganz gut. Ja, kannst rumbrüllen, wie du willst. YouTuber, die mich geprägt haben. Prima Klima. Ich will aber erstmal ein bisschen von euch weggehen. Einmal wäre da, also früher war das sehr stark Domtendo oder Let's Play Markus, aber die haben mich weniger geprägt, sondern wegen ihnen wollte ich eigentlich anfangen, YouTube zu machen. Nee, nicht geprägt, sondern ich fand das interessant und dachte mir, komm, kannst du ja auch mal machen, dieses Let's Playen. Hab's dann damals auch gemacht, aber nicht so stark und offiziell, weil ich so gesehen das Verbot meiner Eltern hatte. Oder es war die Bedingung meiner Eltern, dass ich 14 bin, wenn ich anfangen möchte mit YouTube. Und ja, dann habe ich halt mit 14 angefangen. Und aber auch für Arkims Welt hat mich halt eher der YouTuber Gute Laune Typ hier, wie heißt das genau, geprägt, weil irgendwie mochte ich seine Art und Weise, wie er halt Top-List gemacht hat und wie er Reviews und so angefangen hat, also gemacht hat. Das merkt man auch sehr, sehr stark an der Art und Weise, so, nicht an die Art und Weise, sondern an der Art und Weise, wie ich halt meine Videos mache auf Arkims Welt, wenn ich Videos mache. Und ja. Gucken wir uns mal Prima Klima an.
Compared to Fenmont's night climb, the sky in Aujul sure is bright.
That's true. The spirit climbs here are much more stable.
What are you talking about? What do you intend to climb?
Clime. Surely the great Lady Maxwell knows all about the subject?
Don't flatter yourself by assuming I recognize every arbitrary word you humans create. Human arrogance can be so trying.
Milla, do you know what Riza Maxia is made of?
As if I wouldn't know? The power of spirits composes the entire natural world.
Right. The term spirit climb refers to the balance of spirit power. When that power is out of balance, nature can become polarized in one direction. That's why there are unusual spirit climbs, like the perpetual night of Fenmont.
I see. Thank you. Now I understand. You're very good at explaining things.
My pleasure.
Oh, I see how it is. I guess I'm just an arrogant human compared to little old innocent Jude.
Ja, bist auch ein Arschloch. Nein, ich mag Alvin. Da ist ein Skorpion. Also, ja, geprägt hat mich, glaube ich, eindeutig Gute Laune-Typ. Doch, ja. Und allgemein so per Rapper, aber weniger, also, da mag ich einfach nur die Art und Weise, wie er halt seine Sätze formuliert. Aber das ist auch ganz cool. So, Gallia-Fahrt. Ja, und die Frage des Videos ist, welcher ist euer Lieblings-YouTuber? Bei mir ist es halt der liebe Gute Laune-Typ.
Wow, that's an impressive amount of fruit.
I'm catching a whiff of cider. Oh, they must have orchards here.
Well, well, well. We don't get many visitors here.
Do you live here, ma'am?
I would hope so. I am the mayor.
Is this the right road to Neokera?
Neokera? Now that's a name I haven't heard in ages.
What do you mean?
It's what people called a long-forgotten village. I don't even know if it still exists. I heard tales of the village as a child. People claimed it lies beyond the Kijara Sea Falls.
Where can we find it?
You'll need to cross some seriously rugged terrain to get there. It won't be an easy journey.
In that case, we should probably rest here before heading on.
Agreed.
I'm afraid our little village doesn't have an inn. Not much call for one. But I've an extra room in my house. You're welcome to use it if you like.
Thank you for your hospitality, ma'am.
Ja. Ja. Dann erkunden wir ein bisschen das Dorf.
So, why bother taking human form at all?
Spirits are really just masses of mana. They can't interact with the temporal world in that state. For a spirit to take physical form, it needs a catalyst of a corresponding element. As an example, the fire spirit of Freet can take form as a blazing inferno.
And as Maxwell, you can be any element, right?
The human body contains all 4 elements, so it's the perfect catalyst for me to take a physical form.
What would happen if you lost your catalyst?
I would gather elements to make a new one, but I'd have to wait for it to grow up.
Grow up? You mean you start as a baby?
It's time-consuming, but if you want to use a human form as a catalyst, you have to wait for the body to develop.
So even the Lord of Spirits isn't omnipotent.
Not in this human realm, anyway.
Let's just be grateful she didn't go with the male model, eh?
Wouldn't bother me.
Oh, you swing both ways?
That's not what I meant. Apple fruits! No wonder it smells so good around here. Wow, look how juicy they are.
Is that so?
They look like they're at the peak of ripeness. Sweet with just a hint of tartness.
That sounds interesting.
Milla, you're drooling really bad.
For some reason, I can't make it stop.
Sounds like your body is awakened to the joys of eating.
Just keep those mitts off the merchandise. Our rap sheet's long enough as it is.
Ja, ich wollte aber erstmal hier hin. Waffenladen, denn ich will ihn erweitern. Und wir haben gleich mal Objektrabatt, gut. Oh, man kann ihn sogar Geld schenken, cool. Rüstungsladen, ja. Erweitern. Rüstung braucht Bestie. Ja, ich habe Bestientum dafür. Ja, das wird reichen erstmal. Dann machen wir noch schnell ein anderes Gespräch, was sehr wichtig ist, nämlich das hier.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. Get lost.
Wrong answer, Squirt. Now we really want to know what you're looking at.
It's some sort of shiny object.
It's my shiny object. Finders keepers.
Looks like a puzzle. A difficult one at that.
How about this?
Whoa, what's happening?
This looks like our letters, but different. More like ancient writing.
Let's see here. Heed my words, for I am Eifried, the intrepid explorer who has crossed the world's edge without fear. Yada yada yada, more self-promotion. Here we go. At last, I have reached Terra Incognita, but alas, I am unable to return home. I shall take my many treasures, seal them in arks, and scatter them about this land. It is my hope that they shall serve as beacons to those explorers who follow in my footsteps.
I'm impressed, Alvin.
But I still don't know what it means.
I've heard of this Eifried. He's a legendary pirate. He raided cities all throughout Rize Maxia ages ago. He set off to find the end of the world and never returned. Or so the legend goes.
Nice of him to put his treasures in these boxes for us.
The pirate Eifried's treasures? Oh, I want to find him too!
Maybe you should learn to read first, young man.
Yeah, good idea. You'll all wait for me, right? And keep this Eifried treasure stuff between us.
Ja, drum nicht. Hosenscheiße. Ja, jetzt können wir Eifrieds Schätze plündern. Schöne Blumen. Naja, gut. Abgesehen von dem Typen da hinten ist die Stadt recht. Obwohl, die Stadt ist an sich ziemlich cool. Einfach.
Suddenly we're looking down on the world.
Yeah, we really have come a long way.
Ich mag an dieser Stadt einfach diese mega geile Musik. Die ist so gut. So beruhigend. Aber dann gehen wir mal hier rein. Kann man einfach eigentlich nur so hochgehen oder? Ah, man kann hier. Scheint nicht sehr. Gibt's irgendwas Besonderes? Oh, ich habe Bestiendung erhalten. Cool. Aber sonst nichts, oder wie? Ist ja doof. Dann gehe ich mal lieber runter und rede mit der Bürgermeisterin. Ja, ich will mich hier ausruhen.
Morning. What are you up to?
Watching people.
Okay. Say, Milla, can I ask you something? What's a Spyrix? Why were you trying to destroy that device in Fenmont?
So, ich rede nicht häufig in so einen Gesprächen, aber achtet jetzt bitte mal kurz auf die Hintergrundmusik.
Spyrix technology is something humans were never meant to have. So, I must take it away from them.
Why?
That is none of your concern.
So you don't trust me?
That's not it. Look, if you saw a toddler playing with a knife, what would you do?
I'd probably snatch it away.
And what would be your reason?
Because it's dangerous. The baby doesn't know how to use a knife. He could cut himself, or worse.
There's your answer.
What? But we're not babies. If we understand what we're dealing with, and if we see the dangers, we can learn how to use it safely.
So you say. But to me, you're no different than infants. I will do what I must to protect this world. If that means destroying the lens of Kresnik, so be it. It's my mission.
I see.
Don't worry, Jude. None of this will concern you once we reach Niakara. What's going on?
It would seem we can't linger around here anymore.
So they did follow us.
I don't know, kid. They found us awfully fast considering this isn't their home turf.
Well, it's not like we can ask them about it. Let's go before they find us.
There's an exit in the western part of town. That must be the way to the Kajara Sea Falls.
Ja, sehr epische Rede. Nee, ich muss nichts einstellen. Ja, wie gesagt, sehr epische Rede von Milla. Wie lange nehmen wir? Oh, 27 Minuten schon.
The soldiers beat us here.
Great. Now what?
We force our way through.
Right, and fast, before any more arrive.
So that's your plan? Just charge through? I thought I was hot-headed.
Excuse me.
What is it?
What are you doing?
We're trying to figure out how to get past those soldiers.
Way to cut to the chase.
So, those people, they're in your way?
Hey! What? Ah! What in the world? How did you do that?
What's going on here? Child, you know you're never to leave the shed. Rashugal troops? Curse you! How dare you come here?
Huh? Where's she going?
Which way did she go?
Toward the square.
What? No, she mustn't. You all must be outsiders. You should hurry and leave this place.
I have no idea what just happened, but I ain't complaining. Things just got easier for us.
Let's get out of here.
Jo, gut. Ich würde dann aber auch sagen, das war's mit diesem Part. Wenn euch gefallen hat, könnt ihr eine positive Bewertung da lassen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.